Right, guys, thank you very much for joining us on Positive Change today. Today we've got
Wayne.
Wayne, very experienced youth worker slash mentor slash youth support worker, and today we're going to be talking about your positive journey in life. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to just introduce yourself a little bit?
My name's Wayne. From South London.
Mm-hmm.
48.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Really, you're much younger than that, you know.
Respect my brother.
Actually, yeah.
But yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I
So what
grew up.
part? So what part of South is it?
Well, I grew up in between Fort and Peckham.
Okay, right.
So very vast.
Very vast.
I'm from all over South. I've
Yeah.
got people in every
Okay.
end. You get me?
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, what was it like when, like, let's go back a little bit to school.
All right.
What was school days like for you? Because you're a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
So we're probably in the same era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, school. Do you know what? School was okay for me. I mean, I got expelled from 2 schools.
Yeah.
The first school was a school called Haley Manor. That's not there no more. That's been changed into a Harris.
Yeah.
Got kicked out from there in the 4th year, just before my exams. That messed me up a little bit. Then I moved to a different school in South Croydon called Haley Manor. That school, although it did a lot for me, it did help me a lot. I still got expelled from there. You know what I mean, it is what it is. But the headmaster there was a really good headmaster, and he was the kind of guy that gave everyone a second chance. So a lot of people in Croydon ended up at that school because when you got expelled, he was like the only headmaster that would take a second chance on you.
Okay. Okay. So what did you leave with your GCSEs then?
I left with, I think, 2 GCSEs. I ended up going to college, got kicked out of college, and then didn't get my GCSEs until I went to jail.
Okay. All right. Okay. So would you say that, even though the teacher gave you a second chance in life, yeah, or in education, you took advantage of that?
I wasted it.
Wasted
I
it.
wasted it. I wasted it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like I said, I was lucky enough to have a headmaster that he didn't care where you came from, what background, whatever. Yeah, he just wanted to help you move forward.
Right.
And for a little bit, I did.
Right.
But then I think towards the end of it, I got expelled for a stupid situation that I won't really go into. But that then sent me back down the other way.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned that obviously after education came roads, and then from the roads, you ended up in jail. What was the kind of process, if you don't mind talking about it?
No, I think for me, being in a one-parent family, my dad not being around, I think that was the catalyst for what really made me act the way that I did.
Okay.
I had a big family, don't get me wrong. I had uncles, that looked after me and everything, but it wasn't the same as not having your dad around.
Yeah.
And I think that was the reason why I was so wild, because no one could control me. If you weren't my dad, I wasn't going to listen to you.
Right.
So I think that's what started me off on that. And mixing with the wrong friends. The friends I had, they were no good for me.
Okay. Right. Okay. So would you say, what was the reasoning behind going into jail?
Money.
Money.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to earn money.
Right.
I didn't want to work for anyone.
Yeah.
I was lazy. I'll be
yeah.
God's honest. I was lazy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work for anyone.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make my own money.
Okay.
And I thought the only way to do that was to be on the road and make my own money, sort of thing.
Okay. So, I'm from the roads as well, so we know that how easy and quick it is to make that, yeah, and the risk factor that comes with it, yeah. How did you find being on the roads and having all that risk on your shoulders?
If I'm totally honest, I didn't feel any risk. We had a no fear attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we understood that that's part of the job.
Yeah.
You know that if you get caught, you're gonna get in trouble, and you might end up in jail.
Yeah.
But at that young age, we didn't care.
Yeah.
That was risk. That was risks of the job. We knew that at some point it could happen. But you weigh up the odds. Like, if I'm gonna make $1,000 or $2,000, one time, I'm gonna get a goal.
Okay. Right. So how long did you get?
I did 22 months. I got 3.5 years, but I ended up doing 22 months.
Okay. All right. So was there a point inside that you thought, "Fuck me, man, what am I doing here?"
Oh yeah, listen, I've been jail once and once only, never gone back.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I got in there, I realised this wasn't for me.
Right.
You know, I like.
But that's like most people though, isn't it? Like that once you're in there, you think, "Oh, I'm not ever coming back here."
Nah, but my cody's in there now.
For real.
My cody's still in jail now. Like, I mean, my cody from my very first case.
Right.
Yeah, he's institutionalized.
Yeah.
He's probably spent in the last 20, 25 years, 3-4 years on road.
Oh, not for the same charge though.
No,
but,
no.
Oh,
different charges.
okay, yeah.
But
Okay.
he's probably spent 3 or 4 years
Right,
on road out,
yeah.
of like 25, 30 years.
Okay, that's like my brother, man. He's institutionalized as well.
Yeah.
He spent like mostly about 20 years of his life
Yeah,
inside.
They get so used to it.
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, no, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like women. I like partying.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And those things you can't have when you're in it.
Yeah, for real. So at what moment when you was inside there, you thought to yourself like, you know what, this ain't for me. I need to pattern up.
Do you know what? I'm gonna make you laugh. Basically, with my situation, when I got nicked, or before I got nicked, Carnival was coming up.
Yeah.
And I said to my friends, right, I'm gonna give myself in after Carnival.
Yeah.
Now every year Carnival would
Oh
come.
shit! So you was on the run?
Yeah.
I was on the run as well, man.
I was on the run for 2 years now, you get me?
Oh shit!
And I said to myself, every year after Carnival, I'm gonna give myself it. I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Carnival, I thought, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like, when I did finally get caught and get put in jail,
Yeah.
and I sat there now and I said to myself, and I got through the months. It was I found it easy until Carnival came.
Okay.
And then when I realised all my friends was outside enjoying life, and I was stuck in there.
Oh.
That and I'll make you laugh. The Biggie concert.
Oh.
I think it was 1995.
Mm-hmm.
The whole of my ends
Yeah.
was at this Biggie concert.
Which one was that one? Brixton.
It was. I think it was Brixton. It was on Westwood, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm in my cell listening to this on Westwood.
Okay.
And then the next couple of days now I'm getting calls for man, we was there and we had champagne with Puffy and Biggie, and Biggie's my favourite artist.
Yeah.
That's when I knew I'm never coming back to jail. I'm not missing out on something like that again.
Well, especially that time, like you're talking in the 90s, and you know, music, popping, you know, everything was different.
That's what I'm saying. 95, that was the year for hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And that was the year that Biggie became who he was.
Yeah.
And like I said, all my people was at that event except for me. And that's when it kicked in. Like, nah, this ain't for me no more.
Okay. All right. So, did you use that time to kind of rehabilitate yourself inside? Or like, you got certain people, they were like, do you know what, when I'm inside, I'm doing this course, I'm doing that course, I'm doing this, I'm making myself a better person.
I think what I did, if I'm honest, the first year and a bit, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was still on crud. I didn't care. Like, I was fighting, I was losing days. That's why I did 22 months instead of the 18 months I was meant to do.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But then I think towards the end, when I started to do the courses and things like that, and I started to realise that I need to get myself into a position where I can earn a pound when I get out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I came out and, I didn't go back to the same things, but I didn't learn my lesson properly.
Right. Okay. But, like, when you, like, what was that feeling like, when they bust your door and they say you're a free man, you can go, and you walk out, you're walking out the prison, big massive doors, and you got your HMP bag,
you got your seafood bag, you get me on the shoulder, and you're looking out to see who's come to pick you up.
Yeah,
bro. As you know, that was the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Because when I originally went into jail,
yeah,
when you got to look on the board and it tells you when you're leaving.
Yeah.
I originally thought I was only going to be there for 6 months.
Right.
Because I'd done a bit of time on remand or whatever. So I'm looking at the board and I'm thinking, I'll be home in 6 months.
Yeah.
Nah. When it dawned that, nah, mate, you've got another 2.5 years to do.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, nah, this, I can't be doing this.
Oh, shit.
I really can't be doing this, but I had to.
Okay, so, what was your, when you came out, what, was it immediate change, or was it like a gradual change, or was it like...
It's a gradual change. To be honest, I think my change didn't really kick in until I had my daughter.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I think my daughter was what was the catalyst. She was the reason that made me realise I can't keep going through these situations.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I think I've been raided. I've had it all. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't until I had my daughter that it made me realise that I need to be here for her.
Right.
You know, I've got to fix up myself in order so I can be a father to her, because it's not fair on her.
Yeah. You know what? That was kind of my kind of wake up call as well, wasn't it? Like, you know, at a young age, having my son, sorry, and then, you know, you're holding your child in. And you're a dad now, so you've got this feeling inside you, like, right, you know, I'm a dad. I got to pattern up, yeah. But it's difficult though, isn't it? Because you still got finances, you still got maybe some, you know, ops, or you've still got things happening.
And then to add to that, remember, you haven't worked.
Yeah.
You haven't been in that society, in that environment.
Yeah.
So for me, just going to interviews, I used to be like really scared and paranoid, because obviously I know the first thing they're going to talk about is my criminal record.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, do I even want to go? Like, there was a time period that I wouldn't even go to job interviews.
Right.
Yeah, unless someone had hooked it up through a friend or something like that, I wouldn't go.
Okay.
Because I was embarrassed.
Right. So what was your time? New Deal? Was your New Deal or JSA?
You see, listen, bro. I milked that free money. I'm not gonna lie.
I done New Deal just to get my housing benefit.
Yeah.
I'm there religiously every 2 weeks, signing on, boom, just to get my.
No, but you have to, because even if you've got enough money, the state is not gonna help you if you don't, you know, connect to these things.
Yeah.
So, in one sense, I was on it, and that was my cigarette money. You know, like, I didn't really care about it, but I knew that I needed to have that. Yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't entertain me. Like, if I wanted to get a flat, or, you know.
We have to follow the system, innit? We've got to follow the system and stuff as well, right? So, so how did you get into the youth working and stuff then?
Right. Well, basically, to be totally honest, again, I used to do warehouse work. Yeah. But I was still on the road doing my little bits and bobs. My foot got run over at the warehouse by a 4.5 truck.
Wait, do you have to?
My left foot. Nah.
Have to amputate it or something?
Nah. It's still there.
It's still there. You sure? You got all 5 toes.
All 5 toes and 70 bags. It was nice. You get me?
Oh, is that compensation? Yeah. Oh shit.
But that happened, and then I got raided. Yeah. I got raided first, and then that happened. Right. So now I'm sitting in my house, 2015, thinking to myself, I can't earn no money. Yeah. I can't do the things that I normally would do. And it was just like, you know what, I need to better myself. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go to university. Okay, right. And I went to uni, got my degree. I did applied social science, did it in Luton. Yeah. And because my daughter lives in Luton as well. Yeah. Everything, like, all the dots connected. Right. Okay. It meant I was able to go pick up my daughter in the morning, take her to school. Yeah. Then go to uni, study, leave uni, pick her up from school. I had more of a connection with my child. You know, I was able to be there for her a lot more than I was previously. And with the what I was studying, applied social science, it's like a gateway to youth work, probation work, and all that sort of thing. And because of where I live, Croydon, it's just crazy right now. Yeah. It's like it's a war zone. Oh, right now it is, yeah. It's a proper war zone. And I just thought, you know what? Someone like myself who's been through certain situations, I can be a helping ear to someone else. Yeah. You know, even if I save one person, you know how it is. If you save one person, you feel like you've done something. Yeah, most definitely. But then, did you feel like you had to leave the ends in order for you to start making your you know, your vision, or you're following your career path, or what you wanting to do? Because would you have been able to do your university degree and all of that still being in London? No, I was living in London. Oh, so you were travelling? I was travelling, yeah. I was still living in London. I mean, like I said, 2015, I went and got my license, my driving license. Right. Up until that point, I didn't drive. Right. You know, I relied on everyone else. Yeah. I went and got my license so I could make sure that I could drive to Luton every day to do the uni. So you was driving to Luton every day? That's dedication, bro. And to pick her up, to take her to school. Yeah. So you must be leaving at like 6 in the morning. Yeah, I was leaving about 7 in the morning, jump on the motorway, get down there, take her to school in the morning for 8:30, start uni at 9 o'clock. Okay. Leave uni at 3:30, pick her up from school, stay with her for an hour and a half, maybe 2-3 hours, depending, because at that point, me and her mum was okay. I could sit there for a few hours, have dinner with her, and then go home. Okay. So it worked out. That's good, man. That's good. You see how things work in mysterious ways, man. Well, do you know what it is? But as you know, we have to make the moves. Yeah. You know, you can't sit on your ass and expect it to happen for you. Of course. And I think prior to 2015, I was always sitting on my ass and waiting for things to happen.
Oh, okay. So you're always one of them guys. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming. It's
it
coming.
happens
It's
soon,
coming.
it happens soon,
It's
yeah.
coming. It's coming.
Until you realise that, you know, like 25 comes, 30 comes, 35 comes.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna keep waiting?
For real. Okay. So, do you have a kind of a story or a time that has impacted you the most?
Let me think. Well, I think again, being raided in 2015 was the wake up call,
Yeah. Okay.
because it was like prior to that I'd been raided in 2012 for stupidness, but it made them come to my house, find things they wasn't meant to find. I mean, at that time I was selling weed, you know, I was doing a whole heap of stuff. They've come to my house that time, so I've already got that on my record.
Yeah.
So at 2015 now, when it happened again, it was like, I can't put myself through this no more.
Okay.
You know, I live with my grandmother. I can't put my grandmother through that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it was like, I needed to buck up my ideas and find myself and find a route and a platform for me to excel.
Okay. All right. So let's take it way back now. Yeah. So you know your time like Fulton Heath, and then that was Crystal Palace, Fulton Heath, Dulwich.
Yeah.
Was it on the borderline of Brixton as well? Or?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing with Fulton Heath. Yeah, it's not on the direct borderline to Brixton, but it's 5-10 minutes up the road.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you've got, in our day, you had.
It's Toast Hill.
Yeah,
that was the linking point in Toast
right,
Hill,
you got
right?
Brixton, you got Toast Hill, you got Streatham, you got Clapham, you got Wandsworth, Tooting, Mitcham. Those are all the high profile areas where the man then would be, where you might find yourself in a bit of trouble.
So what's the difference from your time in, obviously we've got the ends and you've got certain man in certain ends and stuff as well, to you being a youth worker now and you seeing different cliques and different ends and different...
Well, the big change is this. As a youngster, I could go anywhere.
Yeah.
It didn't matter where. You know, I could go to East London, I could go to Hackney. I've got friends in Hackney. I've got friends everywhere in London.
Yeah.
There's not one place I cannot go.
Right.
Obviously nowadays, these kids can't even go to the next road.
Yeah.
You know, because their ops live on that estate.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, the big disconnect is they don't seem to understand that they should all be more together.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, you know, I got friends in Brixton. I can go Brixton, check them. They'll come check me. The kids now, they can't do that.
No.
You know, if they get they called the 109 the most dangerous bus in South London.
What was that one again? From Croydon?
Yeah, from Croydon to Brixton.
To Brixton.
Yeah. The most dangerous bus in South London because the amount of madnesses that happen.
I thought it was a number 12 bus.
Nah, the 109.
No, the 12 bus was, because that was like from
Peckham.
Oxford Circus
to Peckham.
all the way to Peckham.
Yeah, nah, see that's back in the day.
Yeah.
But now, it's crazy. The 109 is it's mad. It's mad.
Right. Yeah, because I remember our day it was like the number 12 bus. Because number 12 bus, you can get up East Dulwich or Camberwell, Peckham, and then you go Elephant and Castle. From Elephant and Castle, you can go straight to Oxford Circus, Chocodero.
We used to get the 12 to Chocodero from Peckham. All the time. Like that was the. So I know what you're saying. That's when it was raw.
Yeah.
But it's different now.
Okay.
Like now you go to Peckham and it's gentrified.
Yeah.
You don't you go Brixton, it's gentrified. Like you're not seeing the sort of people that we used to grow up
with. But when you say, right, so what I was going to say is that even though you said about the gentrification, it's interesting because now you've got Brixton, Peckham, even Lewisham, you know. Yep. However, it's the regeneration program, right? So where do you see all of these people now? You see them in Croydon. You see them in Surrey.
Further up,
right? Red Hill.
Yep.
So they're being pushed out to there. So back in the day, I never heard of Croydon. Yeah, I mean, growing up, I never heard of something mad going on in Croydon. The furthest I've heard about probably Toast Hill, Streatham, you know, Fulton Heath. Do you know what I mean? But now it's going West Croydon, East Croydon. Now it's going.
It's crazy out there now. It's crazy. Yeah. Croydon, from being one of the most, I wouldn't say quietest areas, but it was deemed as a white person's area. So it wasn't as bad. Yeah. To now, Croydon's probably the worst out of all of them.
Well, it is because you know, in our sector, like all the funding right now, the government funding, local authority funding, grants, is all for Croydon. They call it South London. Yeah, it's classed as that. So Croydon, Merton, Surrey.
Yeah.
Wandsworth is a little
Borderline,
bit
yeah.
borderline.
Tooting.
Yeah, and then you've got like what's Additon.
Yep,
New
Additon
and stuff.
Shoblands,
Yeah. So all of these areas now is where a lot of the funding has been thrown at it. Yeah. Even though they've got like there was building a Westfield. What happened with that?
Who knows?
There was a Westfield building, right?
It was meant to be there. Like it's meant to be there. And as far as I think, since Croydon Council got bankrupt, a lot of things that was meant to be there have been stopped.
Okay, yeah, but I mean that's why I said when I was working in Croydon, I saw a lot of this kind of stuff, and I had a lot of hope, a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But then all I started hearing was stabbings, killings, shootings, stabbings. Brother, a girl died the other day, right?
Yeah, on the bus stop. At the bus stop.
At the bus stop.
Yeah, because she spurned the advances of some boy trying to chat her up.
Yeah.
Told him she weren't interested, and he ended up stabbing her up.
That wasn't the friend. Or
the friend. I think it was the friend that he tried to chat up.
Yeah.
And he ended up stabbing up her friend. Like, it's like I personally know of 3 teenagers. Like I know their parents. There are 3 teenagers that have been murdered.
Okay, yeah. You know? I'm the same as well. Like, when I was working in Lewisham, when I was working in Addy and Stanhope and Deptford Green, there was about 2 young kids that I was working with. And over the summer holidays, this is what I'm saying, there isn't enough to do in the summer holidays. Nope. In our days, we had like youth clubs. Yep. We go and pay 20p. And then you go into the youth club and they got like little juice and they got like a pool table and
you can stay there and chill there till 9-10 o'clock. You get me?
But now there isn't none of that.
There's nothing. Like I said, there's no youth clubs. There's no apprenticeships. All there is for these kids is the road. Yeah.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense though. But it's hard though. But this is the reason why I guess you got into the game is to not everyone preach, show and teach the youngsters that positive change can happen. Yeah.
I got a thing. I always say that we as a whole, everyone should learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah. If you make new mistakes, that's fine. There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
But you should learn from the mistakes of others.
Okay. So do you find it as when you're sitting down in a 1-to-1, yeah? What would you say the percentages of youngsters actually listening or participating and then some that are like, fuck, this is not.
I think it definitely depends on the youngsters, the individual, because as you know, working in this environment, you can meet some kids that want to change and want to learn. And then you can meet some kids that they don't care. You know, they're just here because, you know, their parents are getting benefits and, you know, it's helping out at home, but they don't really care about the course per se.
Okay.
So I think it all depends on the individual.
Okay, yeah. And I'll wrap it up a little. How have you seen kind of like any of your youngsters that have kind of made that journey and made that positive change and stuff as well?
Yeah, I've had a few. I mean, I was working in a college in Woolwich 2-3 years ago, and I had some Albanian kids, and they connected. Do you get what I mean? But I managed to steer them the right way instead of them, because it was quite easy for them to get into the family business. Do you get what I mean? But I managed to steer them the right way. And now they're both, I think they're 2 twin brothers. They're both working, they're both like doing well. And for me, that's my success story.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I've kept them off the roads. Yeah. They're doing well, they're earning money, you know, they've got girlfriends, they're leading a good life.
Okay.
That's all I want.
But how does that make you feel though?
That makes me feel great.
Yeah, worth it though.
Yeah, this is the reason why I do it. You know, like my thing was, I'm trying to wash the dirt off of me. All the dirt that I've done, I'm trying to clean that off me by doing good.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much, Wayne, for joining us and that as well. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on our podcast. Like we said, positive change. We've heard Wayne's journey. And keep in tune, subscribe it, and all of that. You know, all that other kind of stuff. You know what we do. And yeah, see you in the next one.